Hey you guys, welcome back to our channel. I am now in the third trimester of pregnancy, so you can expect weekly pregnancy updates moving forward, and they'll include other stuff too, like the nursery and everything else that we're doing around here. But I just wanted to commit to weekly updates to let you know what's going on now that we're in the final trimester and things are changing pretty much every week, right? As you can see, Cal is obsessed with my pregnancy pillow. He has claimed it as his, which is fine, but it's something that's really helped me at night sleeping and just being on the couch and watching TV. So highly recommend this one. I got it on Amazon, and I will link it in the description box because I can't remember how much it was or what it was. So overall, things are still going pretty well. I feel pretty normal, I would say. Definitely don't feel pregnant some days, which I guess is a good thing. Still going to the doctor every 4 weeks. So I go again in 3 weeks from now, and then after that, then I start going every 2 weeks. I passed my glucose test, so I took that at 26 weeks. Passed the first 1 hour test, so I was happy about that. I am slightly anemic though, so they want me to up my iron intake and eat more iron-rich foods. They said taking a supplement wasn't really necessary yet, so I've been trying to eat more red meat and steak and beans and spinach and things like that. So I try to eat more of that at least in 1 or 2 meals every day. And she said that's probably why I was feeling a little bit tired in my second and third trimesters, because my iron was just a little bit low. So since I've been doing that, I feel much better. There obviously are still days where I'm just like exhausted, and that's just because I'm growing a human, but overall I feel pretty good. Still lifting 4 times a week. I've been following an upper lower body split, so 2 upper body days, 2 lower body days, and that's been working out really well. I would say my sessions are probably around 40 minutes, 45 minutes or so, give or take, including my warm-up. And then I've also been doing some more walking outside now that it's getting nicer out here in Connecticut. So that's been good. I definitely feel like I'm getting more activity in general now versus the first 2 trimesters. First trimester was like, that can be a whole nother video topic, but second trimester was definitely better, and now that the weather is shaping up and daylight savings happened, I definitely feel like I have more energy and want to go like out and do more things. Nutrition has been pretty consistent, alongside with including more iron-rich foods. I've just been pretty much eating my regular daily intake, and I'm going to do another full day of eating video probably for next week's video, just to show you guys what I've been eating. And I got some new cookbooks that I wanted to try some new recipes, so switching things up a little bit there, but overall just still focusing on getting those whole nutrient-dense foods in, eating enough protein throughout the day. And later in the video I'm going to give you guys a few tips on nutrition for pregnancy. So I would say my top 3 tips. So that's coming. I'm gonna go do a little grocery haul, so you'll see that soon. But loving eggs, especially Reese's eggs. And every time I eat one, he like goes crazy in my stomach. So that's how you know it's my child. Reese's eggs and avocado. I eat like whole avocado every day. Baby has been moving a lot, so he tends to move and kick at the same times every day. So in the morning I'll wake up and he'll be moving, and then later on at like 3 or 4 he'll start kicking more noticeably, I guess. And then like later at night, like 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock, he just goes nuts. And sometimes he'll wake me up at 3 in the morning moving, but I always notice movement every day now, and that took a while for me to notice because I do have an interior placenta, which just means that my placenta is in the front, so it kind of absorbs any movement that you might feel early on. So I didn't start feeling movement probably till like 21 weeks or so is when I started feeling it, which is later than some people, but everybody's different, so if you're not feeling it, don't stress out. But yeah, everything else is going pretty smooth. I'll put a little bump date video here so you guys can see my belly. And the rest of today I'm going to clean out our pantry. I've been like going full-blown nesting mode on this whole house in preparation obviously for the baby, and just because we needed to like clean and organize and throw things away. So I'm going to do also a full house tour. I know I've been promising that, so cleaning today, hopefully filming that tomorrow, so that is coming too. But I will show you how I'm going through the pantry today, getting rid of a lot of stuff in there that's just taking up space, and a grocery haul. So I'm gonna head to Stop and Shop, get some more fish and things like that, show you guys what I'm cooking for dinner, and I'll give you those nutrition tips later on in the video. So let's go get all that done. And yes, Cal is snoring next to me, per usual. Are you snoring? Are you tired?
You saved me. You saved me.
Didn't mean mom leave me in the closet. Oh, thank you.
Alright, so the pantry is clean. That felt so good. We had so many things in there that were expired and kind of just hiding in the back. So that's kind of how I've been going through all of the kitchen cabinets and like our closets and linen closets and everything. So I just take everything out and then I only put back in what we actually use and need. So I'm gonna do a whole separate video on like how I'm organizing the house. I guess I'll probably include that with the home tour, but it just felt so good. I'm gonna also get some more little bins, like those clear food bins to put in there to organize the snacks a little bit better, and like the rice and things like that. So that's that. I'm now making some dinner. So I prepped some salmon. I just got some wild caught salmon at the store. I got a little over a pound of it. I'm just gonna make all of it, and then that way we can use it tomorrow for like breakfast or lunch. I've definitely been trying to eat more fish because there's also studies linked that in pregnant women who ate more fish, I think the number was like 12 ounces of fish per week, which I'm definitely not near that yet. But in pregnant women who did that, their babies had higher IQs than pregnant women who ate no fish at all. So that's my spiel on that. Take it or leave it. I'm eating fish. It's not going to change. So I whipped up that salmon. I have some asparagus cooking on the stove right now, and then I'm also going to make this cauliflower rice, which you just microwave, I think, for 2 minutes, and then it's good to go. So then I'm going to add some of this Laughing Cow to it to kind of make it more creamy and make it like another side dish. So I'm going to pop that in now. Okay, and then as promised, I wanted to give you guys just a few tips as far as nutrition and pregnancy. So I have 4 tips here, and this goes whether you track macros or not. This is not applicable to just those who are tracking macros during their pregnancy. I'll have some days where I do track just to see where I'm at. Some days I don't, so I've been really flexible with it. I will go back to tracking postpartum just to make sure I'm eating enough to sustain my milk supply and breastfeeding. Okay, so first tip number 1 is to eat your meals slowly. A lot of us tend to rush our meals, whether we're eating on the go or we just rush in general, or we're watching TV, or not paying attention to what we're eating. So my first tip for you is to eat slow and be mindful. Notice when your body gets hungry, notice when you get full. Just really sit down, focus on your meal, and chew your food. Tip number 2 is to, kind of going off the first one, eat when you're hungry and stop when you're satisfied. Don't wait until you get overly stuffed to stop eating. I know this one can be kind of hard for a lot of us, whether you're pregnant or not, but even more so in pregnancy, because you just feel hungry all the time, or maybe you don't feel hungry at all ever. Neither one of those situations is a good thing, so you really have to pay attention to your body's cues. What I mean by that is, notice your body is really good at telling you when it's hungry. You'll get fatigued, you'll feel a little bit nauseous, you'll feel emptiness and shakiness. Those are all signs that you need some fuel. And as far as stopping when you are full, just pay attention to how your body's feeling after each bite. So be mindful when you slow your eating down. This is a good time to do that. Just practice moments of pause when you're eating and check in with yourself. Tip number 3 is to have protein at every meal or every snack. And by this, I don't mean you have to have like a full serving of chicken or turkey in your snack, but there are definitely some higher protein snacks that you can have, whether it's a protein bar or some peanut butter. Like, those obviously aren't super high sources of protein, but getting those little bits in through a snack would be really great. And then as far as your main meals, you want to have 1 serving of protein, or about the size of your palm if you're kind of eyeballing it, in meat or fish or whatever it is. So just something to keep in mind. Protein is crucial for baby's growth and development, and to make you feel good and less nauseous, which is kind of ironic because a lot of us have that food aversion towards protein or meat in the first trimester or throughout their pregnancies. So get it in when you can, and notice which foods don't make you totally grossed out, and eat more of those. And my last tip for you guys is tip number 4, and that's to ensure that your meal is balanced. What do I mean by that? Make sure, aside from your protein that we just talked about, you have either a fruit or a veggie, or a few sources of those, and either a starchy carb or some type of healthy fat to make it a fully balanced meal. When you have a protein, a carb, and a fat, and fiber is bonus points, you're going to feel more satisfied, your blood sugar levels are going to be more stable, you're not going to be as overly hungry and experience those cravings. So having balanced meals for your main meals is definitely key. And I think all of these tips are something that you can apply whether you're pregnant or not, but especially during pregnancy. I'm going to finish cooking, and I will show you guys the end result with dinner, and we'll probably end the vlog here today. Cal's being very patient, waiting for his dinner too. Are you hungry? So Cal and I just had our dinner, and Josh, but he had to go to a photo shoot. But Cal and I are getting a little post-dinner walk in. Salmon ended up being really good. But I think we're gonna call the video here. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. Give it a thumbs up if you like these weekly pregnancy update videos. I hope to continue doing them. And yeah, I'll catch you guys in next week's video. Later. Say bye. Say bye.